Hey you guys, so this is Dakota and I'm here to answer your burning questions. And I am loving this weather. I am loving just this autumn and everything that surrounds this. So this question comes from Steph today, who says, Hi Dakota, over the last few months I have been working with a shamanic practitioner in order to help cope with caring for my husband. He finally died in March after 5 years of slow dying, hard to watch. My question is this: I long to move forward in learning this work, and yet I am wiped out from these 5 years of struggle. Do you have any wise suggestions to help me clear my soul of all of this? For years I have channeled stories and only recently realized that they could be journeys, so I have started saving them on a Facebook page as dream journeys. Thanks, and looking forward to learning. Steph. Steph, that's a great question. And first of all, I'm really terribly sorry for your loss. And, you know, when somebody is going through that slow process of dying, it's so hard on everybody, including the person who's going through the actual dying process. And it wears you down. You know, grief is likely you grieved for 5 years, and so my guess, and I'm completely conjecturing this, but my guess is that once your husband actually passed over, there may have been some relief that the grieving process had an ending point. And with that relief probably came some guilt, guilty for feeling relieved. And so first of all, if that's true, I want you to forgive yourself, because death is a funny thing. Well, it's not funny, but we have this illusion that our loved ones, when they pass on, are gone forever. And the truth is that they just transition into, and we transition our relationship to them. We make that relationship different. And grief comes in so many different layers. There's so many different emotions that are wrapped up into that grief. And to go through grief in a normal process, on average, would take about a year. You lose somebody, you go through the grieving process, and a lot of times it's you go through every holiday, every season without this person, and you grieve it in a different way, in different layers, and you go through all those emotions. You know, you go through the 5 emotions, and you go through them again and again and again, and then after about a year, you kind of shift into a different level of that. For you, you went through that process 5 years, and then you had the actual death, and then that takes on a whole other realm of feeling and emotion. And so no wonder you're wiped out. Seriously, no wonder you're wiped out. That's a lot to do, and to care for that person while they're going through that. So, and I say all that because I want you to really be gentle with yourself, and to really be forgiving of yourself for whatever emotions might be rising up in you. One of the ways that I feel like you might be able to clear your soul of all of this is to really give yourself permission to move on. Give yourself permission to transition that relationship to something different. Give yourself permission to have fun, to laugh, and to feed your soul in whatever way that looks like to you. And, you know, that does not diminish any pain or hurt or grieving that you may still have to do. It just means that now, after 5 years, you have the ability to take care of yourself and to feed yourself back up, fuel yourself back up. So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to write a list of 20 things that you really, really love to do, that feel good to your soul. And then every day I want you to do some variation of one of those things on that list, and just keep filling and filling and filling and filling, and redefine what your life is going to look like now that you are on the other side of this tenure of having to take care of your husband, not having to, but of taking care of your husband. And as you kind of lift that layer, what you're going to notice is that you will have more signs of him showing up. And you'll begin to, if you want, begin to have a different type of relationship with him, which will be really quite beautiful. And you'll feel his presence around. And it'll be, at your, you can call that shot, so to speak. So, but really important right now, Steph, is for you to remember who you are. Remember who you were before all of this. Remember who you have been all through all of this, and who you are now as having gone through this. And having this moment where you can recreate what Steph looks like, how Steph is in this world, and being able to say, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is how I'm going to feed myself today. You know, how do you feed yourself physically? How do you feed yourself soulfully and emotionally and mentally? And if you can remember that all 4 ways every single day, feed yourself well, emotionally, experience something that is really heartfelt, soulfully, spiritually, feed your soul in some way, feed your spirit, and then mentally really regain and captivate that mental body. And bring all those pieces together in that center of the medicine wheel and live in that wisdom keeper space. So I hope that helps. Again, I'm sorry that you have gone through this. And yet, I think that these are the moments that make us the strongest that we possibly can be in our lives. And, without having gone through moments like that, you wouldn't have the clarity of your soul that you're about to get. So anyway, thank you for opening up and sharing that deep question with us. And again, just be gentle with you, okay? All right, bye. Hey, so stick with me for just one more minute. I've got something really exciting to tell you, that we are just now going to be opening up a private, super private Facebook group for just a very select people who are very interested in this kind of work. So what we're planning on doing is doing some light teachings that will kind of coincide with what we do in the mentorship, to give you a little taste test of each of the directions. And so for 9 weeks, out of each time that we go around the medicine wheel, we will re-embark on a new direction and give you some challenges and some fun things to do that will kind of line you up with that energy of the medicine wheel. I'll also be doing a live meditation every single week, and we call that Trance Tuesday, so you can guess what day it's going to be on. And in addition to that, we're also going to do, in August, we're going to do a 21-day gratitude challenge. I can kind of foresee that in the fall time, we're going to do a 21-day soul detox cleanse. We'll do 21 days of ritual. We're just going to do all kinds of stuff. So anyway, this is an invitation-only type Facebook group. It's a closed group. So if you want in, then go to the link below and let us know that you want in, and we will make sure that you get a personal invite. So again, go to the link below, get your personal invite, your little golden VIP card, and join us. We're actually going to be starting meditations now, so they probably, by the time you see this, have already started. So get on there and come join the community. Now, wait, before I let you go, before you hit that stop button, this group, this Facebook group is, I want the energy to be super high, and I want it to be really authentic, and I want people to show up. So if you're just joining the group just to have it on a tab on the sidebar, you know, it's not going to be worth your while. It's not going to be worth my while. I want people who are engaged. I want people who are really interested in learning this work. So if you know somebody also that you think would fit that, then please give them this link and let them kind of join up. Or you all, once you're in, you can invite people in as well that you want. But really, I'm very protective of my groups, so please come join us if you really feel called and led to. All right, I'll see you in Facebook or in another coffee. Bye, guys.